action items. Number one is election of the chair. So I guess I hand the gavel to you and you ask for nominations.
So at this point, we ask for nominations for the chair of the Neighborhoods Commission for next year. You can nominate yourself or you can nominate somebody else. So we are open for nominations.
Yeah, let me just, for point of clarification, the only candidate that has been nominated for chair is the current chair, and I did put out a copy of a short statement that was on the desk when you walked in. As the vice chair has stated, you'll elect the chair first, and then, and this is the way we've done it in the past, so that then the chair, whether it's the current chair or whoever a new chair is, will take over the meeting at that point, and then you'll then move into the selection of a vice chair. In the past, as Matt has said, what you'll do is, I've received no other statements from anybody. You can, it would be helpful if you are nominated by somebody else, that you accept that nomination. It would also be helpful if you have more than one candidate, or if you have a candidate, that that person would state why they're interested in being either the chair or the vice chair. So you have a chance to consider in making that selection the potential candidates. It's a one-year term. So you'll have this again next year, and
There are term limits too, aren't there?
I'm sorry?
There are term limits too, aren't there?
No, not until there's a not until there is a until the clerk puts forward the format that they want to put into place, which still hasn't happened yet. So the way this commission has functioned is you can keep running for chair or vice chair as long as the commissioners vote you back in. I believe that once the clerk's model is adopted for all commissions, there will be term limits at that time, but currently there aren't. So anyway, just to let you know. So with that in mind, this does not need to be a secret ballot. As long as people are okay with voting yay or nay. And if there is a tie, then you'll just keep voting until you break the tie. So that's the process. It's fairly simple. And as the vice chair has stated, the nominations are open for the chair. You have one person who doesn't need to give a speech. He's already laid out in the document, you know, what he stands for.
But it's okay if he wants to speak.
You ask them if they will take it again?
So, as I stated before, we are open for further nominations for the position of chair. Anybody who would like to put forth their name or another person's name, and then that person can either accept or decline the nomination.
Has the current chair accepted the, okay.
Oh, I put the nomination. Yes, I accept.
And Matt, are you going to be vice?
One thing at a time.
Yeah, we have to handle this one first.
Is there a need for
I'm not putting my name in for a chair, so.
Is there a need for, is the vice chair running the meeting right now?
Yes.
Is there a need for a second on that nomination, or is it?
It's just a nomination and acknowledgement that the person would like it. And I think he does want to do it. Okay, so not hearing any other nominations, I would call the question. All in favor of re-electing Larry Ames as our chair for the next year, please signify aye.
Aye.
I would call it unanimous or close. I couldn't count all the hands. So thank you. Larry, your meeting.
My meeting again. I guess I have to run for another year now then. Okay, next item on the agenda is to figure out a vice chair. I'm open for nominations. You want to run?
I will run again but I would encourage others to run as well. I know there are other people who can do an equally good job.
Are there any other nominations?
No, but I just wonder, you're hinting, so I mean, is there someone that you have in mind? Because you're saying you,
There are a lot of people here who are very good. The question is whether or not they would want the nomination. Certainly, I think Joe would be excellent at it, but I don't know if he would want to do it. And Nick is very impassioned about the commission and has always been a strong contributor. So I would encourage other people. You know, this is a secondary role. You get to help keep track of who needs to speak and run things, and sometimes be there in the council meetings and watch him.
Keep an eye on me, yes. Anybody else want it? I guess that closes the floor to nominations. We have one candidate. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? We've got a vice chair. Okay, excellent. Moving on. That took longer than I thought. Okay.